Mamu na kwaba ediba Despite TV Africa so. Na Despite TV Africa the boamo Emma Ghana for an Africans who are going to they also have the opportunity to actually tell their story. Now anybody can come on this particular program. Then here and say you just send me a WhatsApp message on 050 10 85 688 050 10 85 688, and then it's a Ghanaian number. We are now the plus 233. You can any other person can come on this show. That is Despite TV Africa, where we create content only for the diaspora. Here we create content only for the diaspora, for Africans living in the diaspora. That is the content we create only in Despite TV Africa. Today I have with me a very nice guy and a decent guy who is a Muslim. Or fasting, so I won't bother him much of his time. I want us to go straight to the interview. But before that, this particular interview is powered by StreamYard. I want you to go to the internet and go and check out StreamYard. And it's also sponsored by Akonta Shea Butter. This is how Akonta Shea Butter looks like. It is a #1 authentic shea butter from Africa, Ghana, from the north, in the whole of Ghana, where we make correct, original, and very nice shea butter in Africa. That is so I want you to, if you want any of our products, any of our Akonta Shea Butter, when I was coming from Madrid, in Madrid, you could see that the weather was very cold, and so I want you to use a contact share butter. You can just call me on WhatsApp or text me on WhatsApp. That's 050 10 85 688 050 10 85 688. It is a Ghanaian number, and you can add +233 to it, or you can also call me on the European number, that is +34 613 66 5586, +34 613 66 5586. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is Despite TV Africa. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is Despite TV Africa, and like the video, drop your comments, and you be ready at the amount. Me sense to be open back channel no so yanji sika yanji fee. Just send me a WhatsApp message on WhatsApp on 050 10 85 688. It's a Ghanaian number, so you can also add +233. And today I have with me Muniru. He's a student in Spain, learning data science. In in brief. Muniru, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Yes,
It's good to have you here, man.
yes, I'm also doing well. And I won't spend much of your time because you are having your fasting, so we'll also do it in brief. I want you to kindly tell me a brief description about yourself when you were in Ghana, how where you went to school, basic education, secondary education, university, and yes, let's start with that one.
Well, actually, very well. I'm Munir Hussein, and popularly known as Munir. And I was born and bred in Accra, a suburb called Sukura. So that's where I started my early career. I went my primary school and my GHSS. So I went to Royal Gospel. That's where I completed my GSS, and from there I moved to Odogono Senior High School. And from there, I studied business in Odogono Senior School, and I did 4 years in Odogono, and I completed 2013. So from there, from Odogono, man have to find his way out. So we have to start struggling, man. So we went to on the street and struggling, trying to make something to move to the university. So as completed at that particular time, I didn't move to the university directly. So I have to hustle for a year before moving to the university. So I started my university career around 2014 at the University of Professional Studies. And that's where I studied Bachelor in Business Administration.
Okay.
So it made me to transition from my place of birth to Medina because I can't be moving from my where I was born to. So I found a place there. I stayed in Medina for almost getting to 5 years. So that's where I started my university level, and also from there, I'm also into cosmetics. So I kind of go to Accra, sell some goods, and come back to school. That's what I've been doing till I completed my school. So I was like looking at the system in Ghana, and I am into business, so I love doing business. So I was like, I have to look. I don't have to put my eyes in one basket. So whilst I'm going to school, I'm also doing business. I've been going to Mokola to doing one or two businesses. So and the business here in Ghana is not formidable. It's not constant. You can be doing good in business, but sometimes it can fuck you up. So and for me, I've in such a way that I don't like, even though I'm into university, but I've never set my mind that I want to work for someone. I always dreamed of having my own business. That's the kind of lifestyle I always want to have. So I never looked upon to be working for someone. So whilst I was going to school, I was also having my little business I was doing in Mokola. So that's what I was doing. And at the later part of my final year, I thought twice. I was like, no, what am I doing now? Am I supposed to do national service? Also, I was like, no, I have to look out and see whether I can continue doing my masters at once. I just have to look at it so that I'll come back and focus on my business.
Mm-hmm.
So vehemently, I wanted, there's one school in mind that came into my mind, and I wanted to pursue I wanted to do finance and monetary policy. And this school
Okay.
was University of Birmingham in the UK. And actually, I
Okay.
applied for a scholarship, and unfortunately for me, I didn't get scholarship, and it came as a full funding. And obviously, with the currency in the UK, especially the fees is very high, and so you have to pay almost 20 something thousand pounds for a year and a half program, and it's like, no, bro, it's very expensive. So I have to look other way out, and I made a research and I came across a school in Turkey. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to
Before
make.
before hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Before you get to Turkey, I want to find out something. You were born in Sukura, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
so you grew up in Sukura. So first of all, I want you to tell me how living in Sukura, because in Ghana, when we say somebody from Sukura, somebody was born in Nima, they see you as a rascal guy. They see you as somebody who is very notorious. So I want you to tell me something about life in Sukura.
Well, life in Sukra is just a normal life that people, you wake up daily, you see the way the lifestyle is, it's all about struggling, you have to survive, man. So we are born to survive. In Sukra, it's all about survival, and you don't depend on anyone. You see, that's how the lifestyle in Sukra is. It's quite okay. The people there are so good, they are so wonderful, and the support is there. Because for me, when it coming from a Muslim community, the support is top notch, and you don't have to bother yourself with this guy. Once the guy know that you are a homie and you need a support, he's gonna definitely gonna support you. So, and but one thing is in a Zongo community, everybody is a lion. Yes,
Everybody's a liar.
yes, everybody is a
Okay.
lion because of the kind of environment, the kind of vicinity we came from. We are raised not to be afraid of anything. We are raised as a survivor. Anything that comes your way, you have to find your way out and survive. That's how we were raised. So it's like we took life so easy. Like definitely, no matter what the struggle, you definitely survive. So that's how it is. So as it is from the hustle and bustling, even though the road and we face a bumpy ride, but we will get there, and we are on our way. So we will surely get there. And right now we can see that yes, we will surely get there because it's not easy. As a boy coming from Nima, Zongo, Shukura, and so on, name the Zongo communities. Every Zongo boy is a lion, and we are not afraid of anything. Anything that comes our way, we will deploy a strategy to survive and just maneuver. And I think that's the word. You just find a way and maneuver and navigate through the difficulties. So we are not afraid of anything, any situation. That's why I use the word lion.
Okay, okay, okay. So from Sukura to Nima, the same Zongo community, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure the same life, right?
The same people, the same mindset, and we all have one thing about Zongo boys. We have serious ambition. We have focus. We have dreams.
Okay. So, for instance, if you are in Ghana and I'm sure sometimes people see people or guys who live in those Zongo community as weird people or as notorious or bad people. What is your perception about guys or young guys on the street living in the Zogo community, Nima, Mamwibi, Sukura, Dakoma, Fadama, and those places?
Well, this word that you usually used to say, most of the people they are not notorious, but we don't tolerate nonsense. That's how I'll use the word. We don't tolerate nonsense. And let me tell you, in the Zongo community, the kind of people that you will see in the Zongo community, you never get it anywhere. In Zongo community, we have intelligent people in Zongo community, very intelligent people in Zongo community. And when it comes to ladies, very beautiful ladies in the Zongo community, you can't get them anywhere, my brother. And the Zongo boys that you see, the street boys, they are very intelligent. But it's just that some of them didn't get opportunity to continue school. That's why you see that maybe you see the street lifestyle, the Zongo lifestyle. But when it comes to self IQ, they have most of the Zongo community, 90%, 95%, everybody is intelligent. And Nima, when you go to Nima, the likes of Yusuf Jaja, a lot of people who made it in the academic area are doing good. And even myself, my brother Ali Idrisu, shout out to him. He's from Zongo. Ali Idrisu wasn't raised in an estate. He wasn't raised at Transaco, East Legon. He was raised from a Zongo community. He's a Zongo boy, typical Zongo boy. And that's where he did. He went to school. He went to Aquinas. He's an Aquinas boy before he was able to enroll to University of Ghana. And now, very mentally, you know Ali Idris, the CEO and the founder of Basto School in Ghana. He's the only Muslim guy who is having an international school, an accredited American international school in Ghana. There's no one. And he has a Zongo product. So sometimes it's a sarcasm. Let me say, this word is so irony that people usually used to say the Zongo boys are rascal boys. The Zongo, let me tell you, Zongo boys are very intelligent. You can't beat that. And shout out to my brother once more, Ali Grisu, the CEO of Basso School in Ghana. He's doing an amazing job. He's a staple header, and he's a role model to most of our Zongo boys. So shout out to him once
Okay,
more.
okay. So Nima, from Nima, where? What's next?
From Nima,
Mhm. From Medina, what next?
yeah, from Medina. So as I told you, I wanted to pursue my career at Birmingham, University of Birmingham, to do my finance and monetary policy, but it didn't work out due to one or two reasons. So I had another option, and I look forward to Turkey.
Okay.
So I moved to Turkey 2018 to
2018.
yes 2018. That's when I moved to Turkey.
Okay.
So with Turkey, the school I enrolled to Antalya Bilim University C, and the school is located in Antalya, and one of the beautiful city in Turkey, of course. And then from there, I pursued um, finance and monetary policy. That's what I did in Antalya. That's Antalya Bilim University C. So with the what and the perception that I had before moving out to Turkey, it was absolutely different from what I witnessed or what I saw or what I experienced when I was in Antalya.
Pause. I want you to I want you to elaborate that side word. What kind of perception did you have before in Ghana, and what kind of perception when you got there you had
Okay,
in Turkey?
I before enrolling to the school, I had one or two rep from the school. That's where the rep gave me guidelines to make an application. So I asked the rep that okay, so what opportunities does Antalya Believe Universities ask for international students like we that we want to enroll ourselves to? And of course, you know, every rep would love to give you nice words, would love to lure you for you to apply to his school so that you will get more students, of course, but not aligning to what they've said earlier on. So they told me when I get to Turkey, I will have the opportunity to be working whilst going to school. So I was like, wow, after graduation, I'll go to Turkey, I'll start working. I also have the opportunity to be doing my master's. So that's a wonderful opportunity. So let me take the risk and let me take the so because I was like, if I don't take the risk, I wouldn't get a biscuit. So I was like, then let me go on. And I just went and I was like, absolutely. What the rep told me was absolutely different
What did they
because
tell you?
the rep told me I will, while schooling, I'll get an opportunity to be working whilst going to school. So apparently, maybe you'll be working from the morning and maybe you close around 3 or 4 and you go to lecture. So I was like, it's cool. So and that's solely what motivated me because I was like, wow, it's going to give me a leverage to be working, also be earning something to sustain myself during my year of education in Antalya. So as I was in Turkey, it wasn't like that. I noticed that the Turkish system is really different.
From the European mainstream European system.
Not you can't. Turkish system is not an European system.
Is what?
Anyone that tells you that Turkish system is an European system is a big lie. The Turkish system is a Turk system. They have a different system altogether. The
Is it
Turkish
an Arabic system?
is not an Arabic system. They are
Is what is
neither
that?
Arabic. Turkish people are neither Arabic. They are neither Europeans. They are Turks.
Mm.
They are Turks. They have their
Tools.
different language. They have their different culture. Everything together. Turkish people are different people. They have different system. So Turkish people don't prioritize education too much like the way Americans, Europeans prioritize education. So when you are going to school, you go to school. You can't combine school and work because the system of their work is not 2 4 hours, 5 hours. It's full-time work, full-time hours, and the Turkish people they do long hours. Turkey start work, they will start work 7 or 8, and they will close at 6. So
Okay.
so
That is
if
about 12 hours.
yes, long hours, we'll just put that word long hours. It's maybe 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. But with the Turkish people, they are known for long hours, doing long hours job. They are not like Europeans that you have a standardized hours that you have to work 8 hours or something like that. So They have absolutely different system. So actually, before you survive in Turkey, you have to be a lion, as I told you. If you're not a lion, you can't survive in Turkey. So I was like, okay, so far as I'm in Turkey, there's no way I have to look back. I have to move forward and see what
Okay.
the future was for me. So as it is, I was able to. I told them that, you know what, I'll just do with the online, so that this will give me an opportunity to be working. And
Okay.
In Antalya, there's no job in Antalya. Turkey is a centralized ops, working ops system whereby the only place that immigrants can work is Istanbul. And apart from Istanbul, most of the cities that you can work is a
That is
seasonal
the
job.
capital.
No, Ankara is the capital, but their centralized up everything that they do, the industrialization, everything is in Istanbul. So very many people know that Istanbul is a capital, but mainly Ankara is a capital. So it's only Istanbul that you can get a job that you can manage yourself. Aside that, most of the provinces, most of the cities that are there, is seasonal jobs that you can get, or maybe someone link you to a company before you can go and work. So I worked with a fertilizer company, a top-notch company known as Dogatech. They manufacture fertilizer across all over the world and in Kayseri. And that's where I started hustling, or let me say, I started doing one or two stores in Turkey. And from there, I came back to Istanbul.
So at that time, were you still schooling or you stopped the school?
And I was schooling. It was online. I told them I'll do it online. So if I have a presentation, I'll just come back and come and do one or two presentation and go move back. You see that? So
Okay.
there, there was a time that the production was so less, so I have to move from Kayseri. I came back to Istanbul.
That
And
is the capital.
Istanbul, yes, Istanbul too. I also started working, doing one or two stops till the corona bumped in.
So at that time, COVID hit the world. You were not in Ghana. You were in Istanbul or Turkey at that time.
Yes, I was in Turkey at that time.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Go on.
Okay, so as it is, we started working and that's it. And we are trying to save something a little bit, we are working, so definitely have to save. And that's what we are doing. And during COVID, we stopped schooling, everything was online. And about my thesis, I was like, I have to also focus on my thesis. So I was supposed to graduate 2019, but I wasn't able to graduate 2019 due to one or two reasons. So the next year, 2020, I had one or two issues with the school about my certificate, because when I came, I didn't came with my original certificate. I came with an attestation. So before the school will give me or issue me a new certificate that shows that I've completed my master's successfully, I have to show them my BS certificate, that's from University of Professional Studies. And with University of Professional Studies, before you can apply your certificate, you can't send a third party to go in for your certificate. You have to go in for yourself. So I have to make an arrangement and go back to Ghana and go get my certificate. And one problem with Turkey is whenever they give you are in school, they give you a resident card or resident permit. The resident permit is aligned with the year that you are supposed to finish school. Immediately you finish school, there's no something that they call postgraduate work permit, like the way Canadians or Europeans or maybe the UK be doing for international students. If we are able to complete your master's degree successfully, the government will give you an additional postgraduate work permit for 2 or 3 years for you to be able to work in the country. Turkey doesn't have that system.
So meaning you are a student in Turkey, and after completing your school, maybe you come to Turkey and you do maybe 2 years program, and after your 2 years program, you are done with the course. There's nothing like a post work permit, or there's nothing extension of your visa so that you can stay into the country and work for some time.
Yes, yes, Turkey don't have that opportunity. Turkey hasn't given international students that opportunity to be able to work after studying in their country. So the moment immediately you complete, you have to leave. Other than that, you are going to become an illegal migrant because your permit has expired. So what shows that you are a legal migrant then? You have to go back. So for me, I don't like to be an illegal migrant. For me, I don't like that situation. So as I saw things was going, I have to go back to my country because I got stuff doing in my country before I left. Because as I told you, I'm into cosmetics. I sell cosmetics products, any types of cosmetics product you need. I get it from you. I have a shop at Mokola. That's what I do. And as I came back, there's one of my friend who is also into oil and gas, and that's we apparently he was having he also did his degree at University of Professional Studies. So when I came, I was working with him, and I was also doing my self business at Mokola. So we can go on a trip, go and work and come back. Also have people that have been delegates who can do the work for me if I'm not there. So that's what
Okay,
I've been doing when I came back home. And of course,
okay,
I
okay.
have the idea.
Let me stick. Let me stick with Turkey. So today, if someone, whether a Ghanaian, any foreigner from any of the African countries, wants to go to Turkey,
For more than 10 years, 15 years, Turkey has helped me that, and I'm forever grateful. And that's
okay,
why up to now I'm
okay,
still doing good, even though
okay,
I'm facing one or two bumpy ride in my business, but I'm grateful for that.
okay. So yeah, Muniru, I want to ask you a question. There a lot of Ghanaians in Turkey?
Yes, there are Ghanaians in Turkey.
What of
And
Africans, black
yeah,
guys,
there
black?
are Africans in Turkey. And that's why I told you initially. Right now, if you're in Turkey, most of them now they're into business. That's what they do. They're into cargo business. They used to supply goods all over the Africas. People who need stuff in Nigeria, Mali, Senegal, Ghana, Ivory Coast. Most of them, that's what they do. They are into FDI. And when I tell you FDI is foreign direct investment, that's what they are doing because most of them have business idea. But if you don't have that business idea, Turkey is not good for you. You complain.
So, so you are saying that Turkey is for business,
Yeah, it's
not
strictly
for
for
school.
business.
Okay,
And aside secondly, if you want a relaxation place, a tourist, Turkey got numerous tourist attractions, a lot of places that you want to go and tour, you want to go for vacation. They got a lot of stuffs. Yeah, the likes of Cappadocia. You can go to Bodrum. You can go to Sakarya. You can go to Antalya. You enjoy your place. You enjoy the place for vacation. If you have your family, you want to go for vacation, especially during summer, you are going to enjoy it. And
okay.
secondly,
So,
it's a shopping hub center. If you want to shop, you have the opportunity. My brother, Turkey is for you. Just go and
okay,
shop. They have
okay,
quality
okay,
stuffs, quality malls, and the price is very affordable. So you are good to go. If you are going for vacation, you are going for shopping in Turkey. Turkey is for you.
okay. I get you. So now you are clear that if you are an African, a Ghanaian, Nigerian, South African, or maybe Cote d'Ivoire, or any other Senegalese, any other country from the African continent, and you want to go and study in Turkey, it is not an option for you, right?
Definitely.
But if you want to do business, it is an option for you. If you want to do trading, it is an option for you, right? Okay. So I want to ask you, when did you decided that you want to move from, because you came back, right? You came
Yeah,
from Turkey to Ghana after the COVID. You came back, right?
yes.
Yeah. So when did you started? Okay, fine. I need to go back to Europe again. I need to go to Spain. I need to when did you start this process?
Well,
Or
as
when
I
did you
told
come
you, as I came back, it wasn't like I'm desperate to move back because as I came back, as I told you, I have one or two businesses that I've been doing. So it has my mind was occupied at that point in time, and also I was working with a friend, a colleague who is into oil and gas. So I was learning a lot when it comes to oil and gas. So it keeps me busy. So there was a
Yeah.
time when the exchange rate started skyrocketing. It duplicated at once. So I was like, wow, and it affected a lot of people, a lot of business people in Ghana. That's around 2021. And it affected me a lot because for me, I have to, in Ghana, we do in cities. So before you are going to buy stuff or maybe you are going to import stuff, you have to exchange into dollar or euro. So it affected me. So I was like, you see that. And even with my other business I've been doing, the oil and gas industry, it's also affected that. So it made stuff to be slow for me for a point in time, but we were able to maneuver. So as time was going on, I was like, wow, I need to have an experience in Turkey already. I don't have to this experience or this because I have a lot of links when it comes to business in Turkey. I have links with a lot of business owners in Turkey. I have links with a lot of SMEs owners in Turkey. I've links with them because I speak the Turkish language. So if you speak the Turkish language and you want to do business in Turkey, it's very easy for you. But if you want to do business in Turkey and the language barrier is a problem because you don't speak Turkish. But for me, I speak Turkish. So it's very easy for me. So I was like, no, I have to find a way so that I can go back to Turkey in and out. If I want to go and buy stuffs and come back, it should be easy for me. And secondly, I just want to have an easy access to Europe. The situation whereby because I'm a business guy, I'm a business-minded person, I can go to Europe anytime I want and come back to Africa and come and focus on my business and go back. So that's the system I wanted to give for myself. So I was like, no, I have to find for a school in Europe and secondly, that wasn't the main objective, even though it's part of the objective. But secondly, the main objective was like the course is, due to we working with an oil and gas firm, and I was like, so this kind of data paradigm, how to manage data, how to bring company a lot of information about your competitors because we are in a competitive industry now. It's all about deploying strategies so as to help your industry or maybe your company to be ahead of other companies. So what do you have to do because before you can bring an ideation or maybe before you can bring a strategy that can help you to make a company to be ahead of their other competitors? It's all about information. We're in an information world. We're in a technological world. You need to have information that is going to help them maneuver this information and grind this information so that you cook this information that are going to be very important information to your company and it's going to help your company strategically to be ahead of their competitors. So I was like, I have to look at this course that is going to help me and not now, maybe in the future. It's going to help me shape my business that I'm also doing because you can't stop learning. You always have to learn, especially the system that we are in now. The technological trend keeps on moving each and day in day out. It keeps on skyrocketing. So you also have to learn. You also have to be ahead with the system. I was like, okay, And there's course that came in mind, that's business intelligence and analytics. So I wanted to be a business analyst at the long run. So there are three schools that came into my mind, which is the Carleton University in Canada, and Gothenburg School of Business in Sweden, and University of Murcia and the United Business School in Murcia. So these are the three schools that I've been doing, that are relatively doing this course, and I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And secondly, because of I've lived in Turkey, so I wanted to be going to European and out and come back. So I put the Canada on standby, and I focused with the Gothenburg School of Business and University of Murcia. So that's what I applied for, both of them, and I came with settling with University of Murcia, and right now I'm here. I'm doing my course, and hopefully I'll graduate next year. So as you
Okay,
can
so
see,
meaning so currently you are in Spain, right?
yes.
And let's shift the conversation. How is Spain looks like? How is Spain
Wow,
like?
Spain is a wonderful country.
Okay, so
The
for now,
people are
mhm.
very good. The weather top notch. The system is very okay. And Spanish people like people. They like foreigners. So I think the Spanish lifestyle, the Spanish culture is amazing.
So what are so okay so if what are some of the opportunities if a student like me, maybe if somebody is watching this video and it's okay, fine, I want to go and study, I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Asia, I want to go to America to study, and the person decides to study in Spain, what are some of the opportunities as a
Okay,
student in
okay,
Spain?
okay. But before I focus with this matter, I just want to create an awareness to international students. I want international students to, irrespective of wherever you want to go, if you want to go to school abroad, being in the United States, being it Canada, being it Europe, Asia, I just want to let you to know that you have to lower your expectation, because most of the students, the expectations are very high. Hey, when I'm going to school in Europe, I'm going to school in America, I'm going to school in Canada. No, within short time, my life will change. No, it's a lie. It's a big lie. You have to lower your expectation. Even though the system is a little bit different from your country, it's a little bit is far better than your country, but you have to minimize expectation, because in abroad, in America, in Europe, in Asia, it's all about process. It's all about system. So you don't expect for you to leave your own country and come to someone's country and within short time you maneuver, you penetrate. It doesn't work that way. You have to pass through system. So
Okay,
before things will be okay for you, you have to be a little bit patient. You should know that no, you are into a system, a different system. So you should be a little bit patient for you to pass through the process. Because in abroad, in Canada, in America, it's all about documents. If you don't have documents, you can't do anything. So you don't expect for you to leave your country and come and just have a document. No, you have to pass through this. Even though you're a student, you have to pass through a process. So I just want international students, irrespective of wherever you are or wherever place that you are planning to move on to. If you are planning to move to Canada, if you are planning to move to USA, if you are planning to move to Australia, if you are planning to move to Japan, if you are planning to move to Europe, just try to minimize your expectation and everything will go on smoothly. But if you have an high expectation, sometimes it can beat you. You wouldn't be expecting what you perceived or you've dreamt of having or feeling. So you just have to minimize your expectation.
okay, okay. So minimizing the expectation is a whole lot of issue, and I think that in Africa the system may not be working like the way in Europe the system is working. But I think I agree with you that when you are coming to Europe or to someone's country, at least you need to lower your expectation because they are reality shocks. So I agree with you on that point. And so I want to ask you, when you talk about data science, I want us to go little about your course that you do. Data science. Then data science. What is data science? Then data science. There. What's the data science?
Excuse me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. So I was asking you a question that
Yeah.
um, data science. Then data science, course when subject when for instance, if I'm per se, I'm a Ghanaian, I'm from Senegal. I want to come to Europe. I want to school in Europe. I want to do a course like what you are saying, data science. It's about what? Data science is about what?
Well, let me say within a few years, for the past years to come, let me say the past 5 years going and focus on the future. There are certain courses that are very, very demanding and they are for the future. Let me say, I would say the future courses. They are for the future. And right now, you have to prepare for the future. And courses like artificial intelligence, business analytics, and business intelligence, data science, data analytics, they are courses that if you learn it or if you learn this kind of skills, it's going to help you because the way the new technologies are coming up rampantly, students, or let me say potential students, have to be taught how to handle data, big data paradigm, how to handle softwares, the likes of Python, the R languages, the SQL, for them to be able to work in a corporate field, in a big company, and this is going to help them. Because if you want to work in a corporate field and you don't have this kind of skills, you'll be left behind. And
Okay.
data science gives the leverages. It helps students to acquire practical skills in applying new technologies that are related to the big data phenomenon, modern predictive analytics, and data visualization tools. So whenever a student is acquainted with this kind of concept, this kind of phenomenon, when it comes to modern predictive analytics, big data paradigm, and data visualization tools, it gives the students easy access to be able to go in with whatever trend that is going on within the job market and the industry related activities, kind of activities. So it's going to help you a lot. So that's why, let me say, in summarization, that's what we will see data science is all
Okay.
about.
Okay. So my next question is that will you after your school come to Ghana or would like to settle in Europe or in Spain?
Oh no, definitely I'm coming back to Ghana. I have businesses in Ghana that I'm doing, and this I also have. Don't forget, I have bachelor in business administration, and I
Mm.
have. And when I was in Turkey, I learned a little bit of finance and monetary policy, and I also have. I'm an expert in SME. When it comes to SME, small medium enterprise. So you don't expect me to forgo whatever thing that I've learned and come and stay. Even though Europe has a good opportunity for people, but I just have to be smart and know how to handle my stuffs. And learning data science or business intelligence analytics doesn't help me, or maybe it's not going to make me stay here in Spain forever or something like that. I'm coming back because it gives you a lot. It gives you a lot of opportunity in your career objectives, your career path. It opens a way for you because if this is going to help me to be into consultation, consultation. It's going to help me to be a system analyst. This is going to
Okay.
help me to be a business analyst. This is
Okay.
going to help me to be innovative moderator. So it comes a lot. So I
Okay.
don't you don't expect me to live here. I'm also working right now. I'm trying to open another office around Medina. Yeah, a business consultation firm because I'm here solely to grab the idea and because to grab an opportunity with the European people. Because in Turkey, my research of my thesis was the African market, how the European market was booming business than the African market. So since now I'm in Europe, it's going to give me the opportunity to get a leverage to have an opportunity in industries, top knowledgeable people in the industry, in the technology industry, and the physical industry. That is going to help me a lot and come back to Ghana and explore. And I continue from where I stopped. And as it is now, I have shop in Ghana, and I'm trying to open a firm. I'm trying to open a business consultation firm in Ghana as well. So definitely have to back in Ghana after my graduation.
Okay. Okay. So are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Then I'm sure you marry a Spanish lady, a Latino, a Spanish lady, right?
Oh no, you can't predict the future. We don't know what the future holds for us. So for that one, we'll just leave it in the hands of God. Whatever God says, that's what you're going to handle it. So for that one, I have nothing to say about it.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sure you've gathered a lot of experience from your days in Sukura, your days in Medina, to Turkey, now in Europe, Spain, and in Tree. Rebecca said, Abuchi Eye, na Abuchi Enye.
Okay, you know, this topic that you just arose, it counts a lot, but I will summarize everything. Yeah, abroad is good, but you should know your purpose. You should have a plan. That's it. You should know your purpose. You should have a plan, and you make sure you exhibit your purpose and your plan, and just implement it. You can have a
Okay.
plan, but you can't. You are not at the long run. You are not able to implement it, and which is infeasible. Is not viable. It doesn't work. It's nullified. But the moment you have a plan, hey, I want to do this. Hey, this is my purpose. I want to do this. And at the long run, you are able to implement it. You are able to shoot it out. That's when your plan becomes formidable. Yeah, we are going to tell that no, it's viable, it's feasible. So it goes into two categories. Well, we have people who wanted to come to abroad, get something, go back to their country. But at the long run, they were able to stay. They were not able to go back to their country. But even though they go for vacation, but not going for settlement, they are here because of the opportunities and because of the people that they're able to interact with, because of the connection that they had. So it depends on the perspectives because we have people who are doing well in abroad, who left Ghana and abroad are doing well. They're having their own businesses. They are doing well. And we have people who are also working with companies. They're also doing well as well. So it depends on you. It depends on your plan. It depends on your purpose.
Okay. 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 So lastly, what is your last words that you say for purposely for international students? Well, that's now the way forward now to most of the
Okay.
advanced
Well,
countries.
what I would say for international students, if you want to study abroad, there's one better option that you have to look at. You look at for scholarships. You look for schools or countries that give scholarship for international students, and with that, it makes your transition abroad becomes very easier because you don't think about paying tuition fee, you don't think about paying rent or you don't think about managing some small living expenses. All is being taken over, but all is being sponsored by university, so life becomes so easier for you. But if you want to study abroad and you don't have that money, you don't have that flus, and because the little thing that you have, hopefully that you are hoping that when you come to abroad, hey, I'll get some small job I'll be doing. I'll be going to school. My brother, it's not easy as you think. Managing school, going to school, and also working is different, especially depending on the course that you are doing. So, and even study abroad itself is meant for rich people. Study abroad itself is meant for rich people because if you don't have that finance, you don't have the person who can sponsor you, my brother, your life is going to be miserable when you come to abroad and you depend on yourself. It's not easy. So that's why I recommend you should look out for scholarship opportunities, because if you go with scholarship, life becomes so easier for you. You don't
Okay,
have
so for instance, if the person doesn't have any scholarship, the person is not does not go in for scholarship. I mean, won't mean kwa buchin kushiya there.
you look out for that or maybe countries that goes with maybe or schools that goes with your budgets.
You go to
Irrespective
school.
how expensive maybe study abroad can be, you can have a cheaper universities that maybe you can pay a moderate tuition fee that it is aligned with your budget. For that one, you can compromise. But other than that, I don't think you should have that plan if your budget is not aligned with the tuition fee that the school that you choose as. So I don't think that one is going to be a good decision if you are
Okay,
not you are not in that category.
okay, okay. So your final word is that you are telling Africans or Ghanaians living abroad, living back home, that if they want to go to school and abroad, they should check out more of
Yes,
scholarships that can fund their tuition fee, their rent and accommodation and all sort of things.
yes.
So in concluding, what is your final words?
Oh, okay. Well, I will say if you are in Africa, you want to come out and explore the American, the Canadian, the European lifestyle through study abroad. Don't give up. Just try, pursue your dream, and just move and come. You, inshallah, everything will be possible for you. And if you want scholarship, you want to study abroad, don't look. There's one organization, one institution in West Africa, number one, that is called Chief. When we say Chief, it means Center for Higher International Education Facilitation. When you want, irrespective of the country that you want to go, be it Canada, be it America, be it Europe, be it Australia, New Zealand, Japan, just go to Chief. They will help you out and they'll get you sorted. They have schools that have they have numerous schools that give students opportunities that students pay only small amount of fees and they're able to go. And they bring out a lot of scholarships opportunities for people, for students as well. Chief in Ghana, Chief alone has been able to supply Harvard School of Business students. Chief alone has been able to send students to MIT. Chief alone has been able to send students to University of Pennsylvania. Big schools, bigger schools in USA, bigger schools in Canada, bigger schools in Europe. It's only Chief. So don't look further. Go to Chief and they'll help you sort. They'll get everything be very easy for you. You get top-notch schools that you have to pay an amount of school tuition fee, not too much, and you just go irrespective of the destination that you want. So don't look any further, just go to Chief. And Chief are located at Abilimpi, Scanford 102 Road, near the Abilimpi taxi rank. You will locate Chief there. That's is adjacent to Basto School International School, Basto International School, and American Curriculum International School. You see the community, that's the Basto's community. You just go to Chief and you get it sorted out. Yes, that's what I have for you, guys.
Okay, so if is there any shout out you give to your people back home from Ghana? Any shout out you give to your people back home?
Hey, shout
Just
out,
wrap
shout
it
out,
up.
shout out, shout out to my top dog, shout out to the Red One, shout out to my family, shout out to my guy, Fawaz Jawula, shout out to my big brother, Mr. Ali Drisu, the CEO, the founder of Basto School in Ghana, the CEO, the founder of Chief, Center International Education Facilitation. Shout out to him. He's a role model to the Zongo boys. He's a role model to every youth who want to dream big. Shout out to him, Mr. Ali Drus. He's doing an amazing job. And shout out to my family and the rest of the people, my real ones. You know, I can't mention all of them. They are many, and shout out to them, man.
Okay, Okay, Muniru, nice having an interview with you, and I'm grateful for this almost an hour interview, and I'm sure you definitely talk. Okay, so all the best.
Definitely, same to you, man.
All the best. All the
All
best.
right. Thank you.
Okay.